So I just came from watching The Leopard. The Leopard is on Netflix. It's a series with 6 episodes and it premiered on Netflix March 5th, 2025. Now, the story of the Leopard takes place in the 1800s in Italy and it follows the story of Fabrizio, aka the Leopard, Don Fabrizio, Prince of Salina. Don Fabrizio the Leopard. He has 5 kids and he has a wife named Stella. The 5 kids are Conchetta. Conchetta is one of the key characters in this story, and her name is said so many times you will not miss it. Even if you decide to watch the TV show in the background, you will keep hearing Conchetta, Conchetta, Conchetta. Then the other children are Caterina, Chiara, Paolo, and then there's one other son who barely gets any screen time. Fabrizio the Leopard has a nephew called Tancredi, who is also a very key character. Now, there's this son called Paolo, and damn, even though he doesn't get a lot of writing, Paolo is a very based character. This guy just likes to criticize his dad, calls out his dad whenever he feels his dad is doing the wrong thing. And I liked him, even though he was given very little screen time. I liked him. This is basically a family drama, and one thing that I really want to say I really like about this show is it's set, in 1800s Italy. So the architecture, the building designs, the clothing, there's so much attention to details. Now, as you obviously can see, I'm not Italian, I'm African, but from what I expect from something shot in ancient Italy, it looks pretty convincing. In fact, when I was watching it, I thought for a couple of seconds I was watching a documentary. The English dub is okay, but I think it's better to watch it in Italian. I began watching it in English dub because I just felt kind of lazy to watch the subtitles, but as it continued, I switched to Italian and I felt it creates more immersion to watch it in Italian. Now, you might be wondering, why does this show exist? What does it explore? Some of the themes in this show include bribery, lies, and the fact that the character of the Leopard, Fabrizio, he's there to just show you that the ends justify the means. A lot of his character is there just to show you the ends justify the means. For example, let me just give an example. This isn't a spoiler necessarily. It's a very small part of the story, so it isn't a major spoiler. Fabrizio has a wife called Stella. Now, Stella never wants to sleep with Fabrizio. So Fabrizio has a mistress and he sleeps with the mistress. And Fabrizio has like his own personal priest who follows him around. And the priest is aware that Fabrizio is cheating. But in Fabrizio's mind, he's like, hey, my wife won't sleep with me, so, shit. I'm going to go have a mistress and get it off with her if my wife won't sleep with me. So in his mind, the means justifies the end, or the ends justify the means. In the end, I liked the show. It does have some good pacing. I remember I watched the first 2 episodes really fast. I was even shocked how fast they flew by. It does have a Western vibe. When you watch it a bit, it kind of will give you like a sort of Western vibe. And it also gives me like a sort of Game of Thrones type vibe because the show has some politics. There's like a background war happening in the background. There's family drama, there's cheating, there's incest, or there's incestuous type intent. So it also gave me a bit of Game of Thrones type vibe. The acting is pretty top notch, especially from the guy who plays Fabrizio the Leopard. A lot of guys here are pretty good actors. Not all of them, but most of them are pretty good actors. I only have 3 issues with this show, and the 3 issues are: number one, the opening text that helps you understand what's going on. I wish it had done more. It had done more show than tell, because the opening text explains to you. It sets the scene, and I wish instead of just typing what is happening, I wish they would have had a voiceover or a sort of, show don't tell type maneuver. The show has no real plot. That's my second issue. The show has no real plot. If you don't get engaged with these characters, you will not enjoy this show. The show has no real plot. You're just watching these characters go about their day doing whatever they are doing. And because the cast is so big, there are characters that never really get fleshed out. For example, the children of Fabrizio the Leopard, they don't get fleshed out that much. Characters like Caterina, Chiara, Paolo, they are sort of very one-dimensional. The only dependents of the Leopard who get fleshed out are Tancredi, the nephew, Concetta, and Stella the wife. Other than that, apart from those three key issues, I enjoyed the show, and out of 10, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah. If you don't like reading subtitles, you may not enjoy this as much. But if you don't have a problem with subtitles and you want a really good immersive show with family drama, a bit of politics, you will enjoy The Leopard. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to smash like and subscribe. If by any chance you're Italian, please tell me what you thought of this show. I don't know anything about Italian revolutions or Italian history, so just tell me if anything like this happened in the past. I don't know anything. I went into this show blind. I didn't expect to like it, but I actually did like it. For more reviews of Netflix shows, make sure to check out this one's on screen, and then I'll see you in the next one.